All right, hello, dear viewers. I welcome you to this live stream. The name is Forex Trading with Rakesh. Today is 25th of August 2022, and I'm your host. Forgive me for my Indian accent because I'm from India. You may not be able to understand it completely, but I will try to speak as much as in the Western accent. Okay, what is this webinar about? If you are first here, if you are here for the first time, you might be thinking what it is about, although the description tells you something about it, that it is going to be a technical analysis based webinar where we will be looking into the major forex pairs. One day the moderator of this webinar, Janice, who is from the Dukas Copy, by the way, I am not from the Dukas Copy, I'm not their employee, I'm an independent analyst, and anything that I say in this webinar is going to be my own. I take the full responsibility of that. There's nothing to do with the Dukas Copy Bank. So whatever trading ideas or anything that I'm saying here, yeah, Janice, hello. So he's also the moderator here. So one day Janice was saying, okay, leave it. I will not say it since Janice is here. Okay? So what we are going to do here is we are going to discuss the major pairs. First, I want to clear what is the major pair. Janice was saying that people think that some currency is the major or some other currency is the major, or some which have high volumes like this, they are the major pairs. First, I want to clear that major pairs are the pairs which have US dollar attached to them and those which are very frequently traded. Like, you have the major countries. There are actually 8 major currencies, I must tell you. I think we should first get through the risk disclaimer and then we can start the discussion. Okay, first just go through this risk disclaimer. This is a must for me to show here, because if we are talking anything about the foreign exchange, we should be talking about the risk disclaimer first, where we say that the trading and foreign exchange, because it is mostly margin based, nobody trades 1:1. People take trades on the margin, so it is not suitable for all the investors. And please go through this risk disclaimer first and then jump on to the video or jump on to the webinar. So let's talk. Okay, so what I was saying is that the major currencies are 8 currencies. We have to acknowledge that. Okay, the US dollar is the most traded currency in the world. Thereafter comes the euro, then the British pound, then the Japanese yen, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. So these are the major currencies. Now what are the major pairs? Okay, when all these major currencies make a pair with the US dollar, they're called major pairs. All right, so if there are eight currencies and they make how many pairs? Okay, they will make 7 pairs, my friends. So you see here, the euro when mixed with US dollar, it makes 1 pair. GBP again US, because US dollar cannot make a pair with US dollar, so there is 1 less pair. There are 8 currencies but 7 major pairs. Okay, in case somebody is asking what are the major pairs, so these are the major pairs. Now you know. Maybe you can use this top 10 turnover pairs in July on the Swiss exchange. Yeah, but they are the top traded as per turnover. But if you go through any journal, where you will find that the major pairs are still not this US tech index. Okay, this is a hodgepodge. Euro USD, USD JPY, GBP USD, Euro JPY, GBP JPY. See, when the major currencies are paired with Japanese yen, they are called yen crosses. Okay, they are not the major currency, major pairs. Yes, only one yen cross, that is also not yen cross, that is USD JPY, that is a major pair. Okay, so the major pairs are listed right now on your chart. Euro USD, GBP USD, Australian Aussie, we call it Aussie. This is Kiwi, this is Loonie is with the Canadian dollar. Then we have Swizzy, then we have USD JPY. So these are the major pairs. Okay, Janice is showing, just stopped it. So when you have to trade the major pairs, I cannot emphasize less. Whenever you have to trade the major pairs, or you are making a portfolio with the major pairs, you need to know which direction the US dollar is going, whether it is getting cheap or it is getting more it is going towards the resistance, or it's going up or it's going down. So that's why I have included dollar index in the first place. So first of all, we will go through the dollar index every time, and then we will look at the major pairs. So everything is having every currency pair is being impacted by the dollar index, or you can say the dollar index itself is getting impacted by how it is behaving or how it is performing against the other currencies. Okay, so by just looking at this index, you will have a general idea how dollar is performing against the other currency. This is one thing. That's why we have included this one. Then after we have 7 pairs, then we have silver, which is a precious metal. More or less people want to know what is happening in silver. That's why I have included that also. And in the end, I have included the gold. And the Brent is one of my special viewers whose name is Damien, because he's I think keeping an eye on it. So we are discussing this also in the end of the webinar. And after that, still, if you have any pair that you want me to talk about or you want me to analyze live, which is available on the J Forex here, you can ask me and we can just go through it and do it live. Okay, so first things first, let's go through the dollar index. Okay, till yesterday we have concluded that there is a possibility that the price from 109 may go till 104. So these are the two important levels that we were talking till yesterday, and still these levels have not been broken. So till the time these two levels are not broken, we will keep talking about them, because these are the key levels that we should be watching now. But again, the question is coming that the dollar has gained so much of value in the past months, from I think from approximately it started on 3rd of January this year, and from that time it is only gaining and the value, because the price has not broken this low of 89.14, and it is making higher highs and higher lows every now and then. So what is next? Can we just assume that now it will break through the 104.48, or can we assume that the price will now come and test this channel support again and then eventually break higher? See, there are so many things, there are so many probabilities that can happen. One is that the price will start moving in this triangle. Okay, I'm just sharing with you the possibilities and how you can take advantage of them if you know it in advance. If something of this something of this sort happens, then it is called as an ascending triangle. Okay, ascending triangle is where the resistance is same but the support is rising. So that means it is just like as if you are banging with a hammer on a steel sheet, or say some other metallic sheet. If you are banging on the sheet again and again, eventually it will break. All right, eventually it will break. So there is more probability that it will break to the upside. One thing which is telling us that it will break to the upside is the general trend is up. Okay, two things, if it starts moving in a triangle like this, then the support is rising. That means what is the psychology behind this thing? The people are trying not ready to buy at the 109.12 level whenever the price goes here. So if the buyers are pulling their hands back, then what is left in the market? Sellers. So that's why the sellers overpower the buyers and they push the prices lower. But when the prices are lower, people are not ready to let the prices go to the previous levels. That means they are aggressive in the buying when the prices go lower. Next time when the prices reaches the 109.12, the sellers are trying to sell it again and buyers are pulling their hands back. So that's why the pullback is happening. Now this pullback and pulling their hands back has nothing in common. Okay, it is these are the two different terms. Okay, so whenever the sellers sellers are again coming here, but when this time sellers come, the buyers are not letting the previous lows to come into the market, and they are so aggressive that they're pushing the market from here itself. So it's just a hypothesis that the price will keep moving higher, and eventually it will break this resistance where the buyers will be so aggressive that they will be willing to put their money on the line and buy the dollar at 109.12 levels also. So if that happens, what is gonna happen? See with that, those who had sold their positions here, or those who went short here, they must have some stop loss here. One thing, okay, they hold their position like this, but they did not say close it here for the profits. And when again the price went to 109.12, somebody else went in the same position. Okay, somebody sold here also, because that is why there is a price here. If there is no transaction, there is no price. So somebody sold here, maybe the one who bought here, he sold here, or somebody went short. There is a story on the both sides. So if somebody goes short here, then again he is keeping a stop loss just above it, because this was the previous high. And if third time something of this sort happens, so same way as it happened in the past, somebody has a stop loss here. So if there are so many stop losses, say in the market at these points, what is going to happen? If buyers are eventually able to break it to the upside, when they break it up, or the buyers are ready to buy here, then the stop loss gonna get triggered. Those who were short, their stop losses are gonna get triggered. And if the stop losses gets triggered, what is a stop loss? What is the meaning of a stop loss when you are short in the market? That means if your stop loss gets triggered, you will become a buyer and you will close your position immediately at market. So you are ready to buy back whatever you have sold at the rate of the market. That means whatever is the current rate, you will go and buy that stuff. That means all those who were sellers here will become buyers. Don't you think that if suddenly these many people become buyers at the high prices, there will be a breakout? So that is what essentially is a breakout. Okay, sometimes we call it a squeeze. Okay, squeeze. So people tend to buy very rapidly from here, and the price tends to shoot, but it doesn't mean that it will keep going up. So something of this sort happens. I will move it here like this. So if the price goes up, it eventually comes back to test that broken resistance as a fresh support. Now that is the time when we are gonna enter. We are not going to speculate that the price will break to the upside. There is a high probability again that the price may even eventually break to the downside. This is also a possibility. You cannot deny it. So because you cannot deny it, so you don't want to, play like as if you are playing in a casino. You don't want to, the correct word is, you don't want to gamble your position here, that, oh, and pray to God, yes, now I have opened a buy position, now the price will break 109.12. So that is a gambling. You let the price break this level, then eventually when it comes down to test this level as the fresh support, then you open your position, see what is happening there. You will have a very small stop loss on the downside. You okay, come back. Why it is not coming back? All right. So when you have say you have bought it here, you will have some stop loss here. So in that case, you have two things to support your price. One is this rising channel support line, and one is this horizontal line which have been just broken. So you will have a confluence of support for yourself when you open a position of something of this sort. So that is a very remarkable, or you can say, idea where you have very small stop loss and big trading profits, and you have joined just the bandwagon where the US dollar was rising, and you have entered it at a very cheap rate. So this is how you should make your entries, or you should plan your entries. This is one thing. Okay, but if we just talk about the US dollar as we talk every day, this was one add-on that I wanted to tell you about. So yesterday there was an inside bar, guys. Yesterday we talked about an inside bar, and now that inside bar has broken to the downside. Okay, so I will say that after reaching this resistance of 109.12, the price is going here and there, or you can say going sideways. It seems like it wants to go up, but it is not going. It is not going up. There was a sell-off yesterday. There was a long, huge sell-off yesterday on 24th of August, and today the price is trying to go up, but it has actually most of the people like you and me and those who are trading their charts, they can see that there is a resistance at 109.12. So why to risk by opening a position at 108.46. But the problem is that US dollar is a safe haven. It has beaten euro very badly in the past, like in the last month, and now people are willing to hold their positions in the US dollar, so they're not giving away their positions till the time, I think, good news for euro or pound or some other currencies, or some bad news for the US dollar doesn't come in the fundamental market. I think the sell of the US dollar will be not that easy. So what is the other probability? Other probability is that it will break to the upside, but something of similar sort should happen there. You should let the price to come back to this 109.12 if you really want to join this bandwagon. Right now the price looks good, but it has a resistance on top of it, so don't enter now. That is my request. One thing. So where is the resistance? 109.12 is the immediate resistance. Where is the support? A dynamic support is there. If this rising channel gives support, it has given support to the price in the past many times, so this is a valid support, but it is dynamic. We cannot quantify what is the level where it is. But the horizontal support, if you ask me, 104.48, this is also an upswing pivot. When I say upswing pivot, it means that if this level is broken, then the downtrend will be started, or the uptrend has finished, that we can say. Okay, so that's all for the dollar index. Let's see what is happening in the euro. Okay, on the daily chart, we have seen yesterday there was inside bar. Today the price tried to break higher, but now it is showing us a bearish pin bar, and that too at the support. Friends, I am not in sync with this bearish pin bar because I don't believe such bars here. The bearish pin bar should be, if you want to trade a bearish pin bar, it should be at the resistance. It should not be at the support. Okay, the bearish pin bar at support has no meaning for me. So I think there is a possibility that the price will reverse from here, because there is still a symmetrical triangle support line is still there. But if it does not, then it has to give us a bearish engulfing or a bearish pin bar below this level of 0.9952. And if it doesn't, then I'm not going to sell this market. One is that it is already oversold. Second, this bearish pin bar is at the support. It should be at resistance, or there should be a bullish engulfing forming here, or the bullish pin bar here to go long. But I am not going to buy this market also, because it is in a downtrend. So when we are going to buy this market, we are going to buy this market only and only above 1.0368. Now why is it so? Because when the price was going down, it has made a recent high at 1.0368. Till the time this recent high is not broken, we cannot be sure that the uptrend has started. A simple analogy, if you are here for the first time, this is a downtrend, all right, this is an uptrend. What is the difference between the two? It is making lower lows and lower highs. Okay, each high is lower than the previous high, each low is lower than the previous low. What is in uptrend? Each high is higher than the previous high, each low is higher than the previous low. So here the price was making high low, high low, or you can say this low, high, and now it has made another low here, lower than this one. So if the price fails to make another lower high and it makes a higher high, then we can think that there is a possibility that the price has reversed and now is trying to go higher. Don't you think so? Like this, it has to do something like this. So it has to at least go higher than this previous high. So here the previous high is at 1.03685. the price has to move beyond this point and give a closing on the daily closing basis, so that we can say that yes, there is a possibility of an uptrend now. So then we will be looking for the buying positions, but right now we will be looking only for the selling positions. But where is the support and where is the resistance for the Euro USD? 0.9952, which I just mentioned, has good support. Okay, the price has tried to stay here for I think already 2 to 3 days now, and it is still holding on the intraday basis. At least even with this bearish pin bar, it is holding, and if it still keeps holding till Monday and Tuesday, I think the price will shoot to the upside. But if it closes below, even then this rising symmetrical triangles line will give us support. If it closes below this, then I think further losses are inevitable for euro. Although I have not drawn the lines for the next targets, but 0.9952 as of now is the immediate support, and 1.0368 is the immediate resistance for the euro USD. Going to GBP USD, I'm a bit bullish on this one, but it has the similar case like in the euro. The price has made the recent high at 1.2293. Till the time the price does not break this level, we cannot be sure that the price is headed upwards. But yes, there is a bullish pin bar. This is a, sorry, not bullish pin bar, a bullish engulfing candle at the support. This is support of 1.17599 is a good support. So this support has another key candlestick pattern like bullish engulfing. Thereafter, when the price opened a bit higher, okay, and went all the way down to this test this support as the good support and closed in between. I mean, this candle closed at 1.1795. This was 45 pips higher, or sorry, 35 pips higher than the support, and thereafter it opened higher and then kept on trading higher. That means the price did not go towards the support zone. That means the buyers are there, they're just waiting, and I think they're filling their bags with a lot of pounds, and maybe now they are going to go up. You see how on 4 hours I had marked this like that okay, the price has gone up, but it will come to test this level as the fresh support, and it came to test it as fresh support, and now people are not ready to give up their positions on the pound. It looks like, okay, I will draw another line for you. I think this will clear the facts that now you see. Can you draw some conclusion from here that something is cooking here? Okay, there is one more line that I want to show you. So this is also for a sort of symmetrical triangle forming here. If the price breaks up here, I think it will definitely go to check the resistance of this falling channel, and if eventually breaks that level, then 1.2293 will be exposed. But break of 1.2293 will confirm that the uptrend has started. Okay, that is one thing. So right now, where is the support? Immediate support is still at 1.17599. Immediate resistance is at 1.2293. This is horizontal resistance, and there is one dynamic resistance which will be offered by this falling channel's resistance line. Why I'm not taking into consideration these support and resistances? Because these are very short-term support and resistance lines. These are on 4 hour. I do not consider 4 hour lines or patterns as good resistance and supports. Okay, moving on to the Australian dollar here. Okay, Australian dollars is bullish, but did you notice how it stopped just shy of 0.7002 levels? Yesterday we had drawn this rectangle here showing that 0.7002 is a very good resistance, or not only very good resistance, but it was a very good support in the past. 0.7002, this level here has been very good resistance and support. So this is the level worth watching. We should keep an eye on this level. This level is worth watching. That's why we turned it into a rectangle, and now the price has come to that level again. So should we open the sell positions here with the bullish candle? I think no, but you should be looking for a selling opportunity. But if you don't get one, don't be disheartened, because this is when you are seeing bullish candlesticks, you feel like, oh, it is going up and it is a resistance, I cannot sell. No problem. Maybe in a day or two it will offer you something of this sort, or maybe something like this, or maybe something like this, or maybe something like this. Okay, so anything can happen. Just wait and watch. Wait like a sniper. You should wait like a sniper, so that whenever you get an opportunity, then you have the sufficient equity in your account to open that position that you wanted. Okay, And one thing that I want to mention here is that you never load your position in such a manner that if you are wrong in your decision or in your analysis, you should not you should not have more pain, or it should not be a pain for you. Like or in other words, in the positive sense, I will say that if you want to open a position, then always adjust your position size. Keep a check on your position size, that what if you go wrong. If you go wrong, it should not hurt your account by more than 1%. This should be a rule for you to trade. Never trade in such a manner that if you are wrong in your analysis, you should not be losing more than 1% of your account. Say if your account is $1,000, you should not lose more than $10 on one wrong decision. Okay, that is what you should keep an eye on. Second thing is that your plan should be robust. It should be beforehand. You should know where is the entry and where is the exit. So if you know where is your exit if you are right, and exit if you are wrong, both ways. If you are right and you are making 3 times whatever you are risking, then go for the trade. If you think that whatever you are going to make, wherever you are going to exit, if you are right, is not worth it, okay, anything below 3 times of the risk that you are going to take is not worth it. So don't open that trade. That trade you can skip, okay, rather than going for a trade. Don't have a fear that I will miss out on this one. Do not think like that, okay? That is bullshit. So trade only if you think that it is going to give you at least 3 times of what you are risking. If it is not, just take a chill pill, enjoy the music, enjoy whatever you do, but don't take that trade, okay? All right, coming back to the New Zealand dollar. Australian dollar, we are done. 7002 is the resistance. Of course, it is immediate resistance that we are going to see. Support is very far. 0.6714 is the support. It is very, very far. But what if 0.7002 is broken? Keep your mind open always. This is a very, very strong resistance, okay, very strong level. But can it break? Yeah, it can break. Every level can break. But after it is broken, it will act as a good support. That is what we are thinking. We are assuming, okay? Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. See, after a break from here, it did not happen to be a very good support. Of course, it was a support on 15th of August, but on 16th, it broke again. So if we are wrong, we should not lose more than 1%. That's why I said, okay, this is a game of probabilities. But in this game of probabilities, you have to win by using everything to your advantage. You have to keep your odds in your favor. So now price is trading at 0.6967. It has made an intraday high of 0.6990, which was very close to 0.7002. And we are expecting the price to go up and then retest this and then eventually go towards 0.7315. But if it starts coming down from here, I am expecting the price to stop at 0.6714 at least once, okay, because this has been a good support for the price. That's all for the Australian dollar. I think we should go for 4 hour also once. Okay, on 4 hour there was an inside bar, I mean symmetrical triangle, then eventually it broke higher. Now it is looking somewhat bullish on the 4 hour, but if you are also trading at the 4 hour chart, and you will be thinking, oh, there was a downtrend. Okay, how the people fall in trap because of the 4 hour chart, I'm showing you right now. Okay, on the 4 hour there was a falling channel. All right, this falling channel broke and now the price is rising high, so we should open a buy position. This is what happened. Okay, no, don't fall for that. You don't look for the 4 hour, you look for the 1 week. Okay, if you look for the 1 week, you will see this level has been a very crucial level for the weekly chart. You see, this is a very crucial level for the weekly chart. So don't go for this type of traps. All right, there's a high probability. See, on the weekly, this is a bearish engulfing. It has engulfed the previous week's candle. So how far it can take? No, this is definitely going to go down in the coming week. Okay, So be aware of the 4-hour and 1-hour charts. Don't just fall for them. That is what I will say. One thing is that even the reversals happens first on the 1-hour and 4-hour chart only, but wait for those reversals. Let the price go higher than 7.7002 and then come back, something of this sort. Don't buy here, buy here. Okay, buy at the retest, and only at the retest. Don't buy blindly. Look for the bullish candlestick patterns like this, like bullish engulfing, which has engulfed the previous candle, like bullish pin bars, something like this. Look for these candles at support, then you will have a better chance of succeeding in your forex trading. That is what. Okay, now let's move on to the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar, okay, it has also closed below 0.6215 the day, below that 0.6215 yesterday, and today it is trying to go up, but I think it has met with the resistance which is being offered by the sellers. So the price went higher. It is okay. So something of the similar sort, like I was telling you that maybe on Australian dollar may happen like this. I think it is already happening on the New Zealand dollar now. You see, the price came higher than 0.6215, now is going back, or it is testing that same level which it has broken on the intraday as the fresh support. Now what we can do, okay, this is not a buying market, actually this is a selling market only, but if it would have been a buying market, I would have kept a stop order above the high of this candle here with the stop loss below this candle and would have ride this wave. But no, my friends, you have to think about the longer scenario here. In the longer run, this is a downtrending market. Okay, so we are looking for a lower low here. If we are looking for a lower low, that means the prices are in the long run are going to go below 0.6060, and if they are not going to go low and they are going to go high, then I don't want to ride the first wave which is going higher. Why? Because the third wave is always larger. Okay, so if this is first wave, this is second wave, this is the third wave that I want to ride. So if the price is making lower highs and lower lows, and then eventually it makes a higher high, okay, I don't want to ride the first wave. I want to see that pullback coming, and then I want to ride the third wave. So that should be your aim, because that is the longest wave. You will have little risk, longest reward, and you will enjoy it very much. So what about the New Zealand dollar? 0.6215 is now support on the intraday, at least. Okay, on the intraday. And if this 0.6215 doesn't hold and the price goes below 0.6215, then 0.6060 will be exposed. But if it stays above 0.6215, then we have higher targets like 0.6552 on our charts. This level here may offer some resistance to the price in the coming time, but ultimate target will be 0.6552 for the New Zealand dollar. Talking about the loonie, okay, loonie is also trying to cuddling with the 1.2948. This has been a good level. I'm not just saying just like that, because this level I have marked very carefully. You see, in the past 1.2948 level, this level has been of great importance here in these areas, then here it was a level of interest, here it was a level of interest, here in 20 December it was level of interest, here on 19th of August, and here on 19th of December, and now in 2022 also this has been of interest on 7th and 8th of August and 30th of June. So the point here is that this is an important level. Of course the price is trying to play with it, but okay, so did you notice what I just noticed, that there was a resistance? Actually I did not mark it, but just if you notice here that when the price reversed from here, it was immediately supported by this channel's support line, then again it was reversed from here, then again it was reversed from here. Don't you think that this is an important level? Just marking for that matter, okay, just for you now. and now the price is trying to reverse again from here, but in the form of a bearish engulfing on the daily. Of course, the price did not close lower than this important level of 1.2948, because of course the sellers were there, but this was also a very important level. The next day, the price opened that at that place a little higher than that 1.2948. Eventually went higher, but the sellers were aggressive and they pushed the price lower, and today there is even a breakdown. So I'm expecting now 1.2948 to become a resistance. Okay, you see, I think this will be now a good resistance. So, but again, my point is that I don't want to open a sell position in such markets. Why? Because this market is making higher highs and higher lows. See, this market is making higher highs and higher lows. So the structure of the market essentially is up. So I don't want to sell such market which has a up trending structure. So now 1.2948 on intraday is the immediate resistance. After that, 1.3076 is the resistance. On the way down, this rising channel support line may provide some support, and after that, ultimate support is at 1.2452 in this market. So a little talk about the USD CHF. Yesterday somebody was thinking that this price is going to go up. Okay, this can go up. We have discussed that also. If it goes up in the Swissy, yesterday's title was that Swissy has a falling wedge, if you remember. Okay, the falling wedge is a bullish candlestick pattern, but if it breaks out prematurely, then the price action is not so robust. So we want the price to actually mature. Mature means we want the price to travel in this wedge for a long time and get out at the apex. So I want something somewhere here, maybe somewhere here, somewhere maybe after the confluence of the support here, maybe, but not today or tomorrow. If today or tomorrow it happens, then it has very small target to take, okay, and a huge stop loss. But on the contrary, if it goes like this and eventually from here it breaks out like this and then comes to take this place, okay, I will draw that, just a hypothesis, okay, it's not a sure thing. If something of this sort happens, you think about it. If it breaks like this and then comes here, then shoot. See, this is an area where most of the buyers will be keeping their eyes on. Why? One is this is the horizontal support of 0.9372. Second, this is the broken wedge, and now this level is going to be a support. Okay, so there's multiple reasons for the buyers to open the trade rather than here if it breaks out here, because there will be a huge stop loss to the downside because there is the support is very far, but here the support will be, there will be multiple supports for the price. So I think buyers will be more aggressive near 0.9372 area rather than here. And this is the second inside bar. Yesterday there was an inside bar. Today there is even a second inside bar. I think a breakdown or breakout after this will also be a good thing to see. So let us see how the things unfold in the future. But right now, what is the support? The support is 0.9372. What is the resistance? Resistance is 1.0049. No changes in the support and the resistance, but I think this wedge is going to be very interesting in the coming days. Let us see. There are two inside bars already on this wedge. USD JPY, we have said that no selling until 130.39. Why? Because this is the level 130.39. In the similar manner as the US dollar, we are not going to buy till the time sorry, I said that euro and GBP USD we are not going to buy till the time it is not breaking the recent high. Similar manner, USD JPY we are not going to sell until and unless it breaks the recent low. Now this 130.39 is the recent low. Till the time this is not broken, we are not going to sell this market. Okay, so we are going to look for the buying opportunity. Here there was a small W pattern, or you can say small W pattern only, yeah. And here the price did not come to 130.39 even. It was bought immediately after it reached the low of 131.73. That means the buyers are aggressive here, but buyers are aggressive at the peak. The price of US dollar has never been 136 or 139 against the yen. So at the high prices, the buyers are aggressive. That means there is more buying possible in this market. So we should be looking for the buying opportunity, but our risk should be minimum. We don't want to risk much on any trade. So you can look for a buying opportunity at the retest of 135.49, or you can be looking for a buying opportunity at the retest of 130.39. But 135.49, if you are looking for this, then look for a bullish engulfing here or a bullish pin bar here with a small stop loss below 135.49, or whatever is the bullish pin bar at the low of that bullish pin bar. You can keep your stop loss and you can target 139.38. All right, this is one thing. And you say, if you want to sell this market, I will say no, there is no selling possible. This market is like, it's like no, I have no analogy. It's a foolishness. If you go and you want to sell this market, it's a foolishness, because tomorrow it can go to 139.38 and blow off your account. So don't try to sell this market. Try if you can find a buying opportunity here with a small stop loss, so that even if you're wrong, you should not blow more than 1% off your account. Okay, talking about the XCG, that is silver. Yeah, we are saying that no buying until silver until it is below 21 point. No buying silver until it is below. No buying silver. I think we need to change it until it is above. Or till it is below. Okay. Or I will, okay, do not confuse. No, I'm not buying silver below 21.11. I think this is a better saying. Okay, so not buying silver below 21. This is also in the similar case, like this was the previous high that the price has made. Until the time this is not broken, this area has okay, 20.86 is the previous high, but this high is very close to the major area of concern, which is 21.11. So I want to keep that on my chart, and I will open a buy position only above this point. Till the time it is not closing above that, I am not going to open any buy position. But this small symmetrical triangle that is forming on the silver, it may the price may converge all the way to the apex. Let us see how the things unfold. But for the time being, 18.30 is the support for the market, 20.86 is the resistance, and till the time the price is between these two lines, they will also be acting as dynamic support and resistance lines. In the second last position, we have the gold to talk about. Gold, we were thinking that 1753 may act as a resistance to the market, but now it has not acted as a good resistance, and today the price is trading above. This may be a reason why the gold is being bought. The reason may be that there is actually on the world level, there is some craziness happening, if you see. Okay, and this falling trend line which we had made with the joining with the highs of the recent past has been broken, and after that the price has tested this level. This horizontal resistance is broken. I think now 1753 is going to act as a good support, and the price may go towards 1875 levels again in the gold. So the dynamics are changing here. Okay, the dynamics are changing. But let us see how the things unfold when the price meets this resistance here, in this area here. Okay, this area is of good resistance and good importance. It has been a good resistance and support in the past, you see. So this also 1808 may offer some resistance to the price while it is going up from here. Okay, if that is broken, then 1875 will definitely be exposed. There is no question about it in my mind. Right now, look for 1753 as the buying opportunity. Okay, and look for 1808 as a selling opportunity. If you don't find, if price breaks it, then again there will be a buying opportunity at 1808 if it starts going down to retest that level, and then we will have a targets of 1875 and 1916 and 2075 in the coming days for the US. So for the gold against the US dollar, if it breaks above 1808. Okay, In the end, Brent is not going down by, I think it has already tested that support that we were talking about. Okay, it has not even gone to that level, but the things cannot fly on their own just like that. Maybe this is a double bottom breakout here. This was the area where, a little higher, this was the area where the price had made one reaction high, then there was a second low, then there was a reaction high, but eventually it was broken. Then again the price came to this level to test it as a support. Again today the price has come to this level to test it as a support. I think this is also a bearish engulfing here on the 4 hourly. So there's an indecision. Now why I'm saying indecision, because two, on the one hand you have bullish pin bars, okay, and then third you have a bearish engulfing. You have a bearish engulfing at the important level of 100.17 mark, which is a good resistance and support in the past. So there is an indecision. The buyers are trying to push the market up, the sellers are trying to push it down. I think till the time the high of this bearish engulfing is not broken to the upside, or the low of this bearish engulfing is not broken to the downside, we will not see much move in the Brent in the coming time. But immediate support is lying now at 100.17, and after that 97.57 is a very good support for the market. On the upside we have 123.72 as the good resistance, and there will be resistance, some resistance offered by these areas here. You see these highs that the price had made and these lows. So if you integrate all of them, then I think this is going to be a good level, that is 107.67. Okay guys, with this we are done with today's webinar. If you have any questions, those who are watching, if you are new to the webinar, please subscribe to our channel. And we do this webinar every day at 16:30 hours Greenwich Mean Time. And I was saying that if you have any questions or query, and if you want to ask me to do analysis of any other pair that you would like, let me know in the chat. The chat is just 10 seconds away, and I want to make it more interactive actually. If you can say hello, hi, like MG and Janice are saying, we can even take it to the next level. Okay, we can add some music in the background. Do let me know the suggestions that how you want to go about, and we can enjoy. With this I will end this webinar. If there are no questions coming up, and if MJ is MJ, if you are still there, are you into anything? Are you into any markets now? Like, are you trading, or any trades are open, or you have recently closed any trades that you want to share with us? No, Damien, you, Janice, you, nobody. All right. Actually, I was thinking something about the pound against the yen. Okay, I was at euro. Okay, let me show you something here. I could see the bullish pin bars at the GBP and JPY at the lows, and there was a symmetrical triangle forming here. And I'm thinking that this symmetrical triangle may result in a bullish price action, but I'm okay, I'm not sure about it, so let's not talk about it. You want to talk about the euro odd, so let's see the euro Aussie. Okay, where is it going? I have no position in this, so I will be just talking the pure technicals. Now, if you were short MJ, then you were very lucky because it is going down. Yeah, it's going down, and it has a target of 1.3677. You are quite lucky, I will say. Yeah, bro. So see these peaks here, these may offer some support to the market because these are the broken resistances in the past. But I think I think the sellers will take the market to 1.3677 once it is on the way. Actually, it is already on the way. It has broken through the low of this one. This was at low of 1.4319, and now price is trading at 1.4296. You just need a weekly close below this level. Okay, I'll make that for you. We just need a weekly close below this level of daily. Let me open. So 1.4319. If the price closes below this one, which is already going to close at least for today, if it does so, then that means there are more bears going to jump in and they can push the price below and to the 1.3677, which is almost many more to come. I think MGA, many more to come. At least 600 points are there possible to your side. It might be worth to re-enter. No, if you want to re-enter, then okay, so you are not here now, you are not in the position. So if you want to re-enter, yes, one thing I want to say is that it might be worth to re-enter, because if you carefully see, the euro is still weak against the US dollar, whereas Australian dollar is strong against the US dollar. So what does it imply? It implies that the euro is weaker than the Australian dollar. So if euro is weaker than Australian dollar, then after some pullback, then if you see something of this happens, after some pullback, it is eventually going to go down. So yes, re-entry is worth it, but close to 1.4319 only, okay? Not above it, only below it. So that's all, my friends. That's all I want to say about today. It has been more than 50 minutes. So I think we should close this webinar. If you have found this video useful for you, you can hit that like button and you can subscribe the channel now for daily webinar at 16:30 GMT with me. And there are more webinars also, but if you find mine interesting, then let me know in the chat and you can shout out my name. I will shout yours. Thank you very much, and share with your friends if you have any who want to learn and who want to do their analysis, or who want to get to know how the technical analysis is done. There are so many things in this. We have price action analysis, technical analysis, and not many things, patterns, charts. Yeah, I know a lot of things which I can share with you. So please join us. It is free. Thank you very much for being here.